Welcome to a Saturday special show of the Blaise Bryant Show, where we are blazing through history one day at a time. Facebook.com/blazinghistory, BLAISIN history. Same with Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. We had a lot of crap happen around here. We had a temporary internet outage. My screen reading technology had some issues with that. So you've been seeing all throughout the morning the shows from this week, November 9th through the 13th. And I've been saying that we have a special show announcement. It's right here, right now. My work commitments have increased pretty significantly since I started the podcast in May, which means doing a daily history podcast, I just can't do it anymore. I am in a wonderful Leadership Tech Valley program through the Capital Region Chamber that my work graciously paid for. It wasn't cheap. It's a wonderful class. I started it in October. I was accepted in July, and a lot of time and everything. It's beautiful. It's well worth it. And I need to shift things around to make that a priority, as well as with work. We're in the throes of a very aggressive marketing campaign to get more seniors and people with disabilities to empower their independence through consumer-directed choices, which has been time-consuming as well. Starting in January, I will be the communications co-chair of the Leadership Tech Valley Network, Young Professionals Network. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also chairing a statewide youth advisory council, which is in the midst of a transition that for a lot of reasons I really can't get into. But what I can say is I'm chairing that. We're going through a transition. It is a good transition, but all this is to say a weekly show is something I can't do anymore, and we can safely say that'll be history. Here's what's going to be happening. A couple of things. Starting in January, we're going to have a weekly history podcast. It's still going to be the Blaise Bryant Show, blazing through history 1 week at a time. All I'm doing is changing day to week, because I think the headline, the slogan, the tag, it's awesome. My name fits really well with it. I don't think my parents ever thought that Blaise Bryant would be a really good radio name as they were deciding what I was going to be when I came into the world. Certainly, I didn't have a clue that I would be having a desire to do radio until I was 10 and podcasting and the whole thing. But I am truly blessed to have a really awesome radio name that works really well. The other thing that's happening, I was approached a while ago by Paul, the programming director over at WCAA LP 107.3. You hear me mention them every single day on the podcast, about doing a disability issues related show. We had talked about this a couple of times. I was like, I don't have the time. But I did election night coverage about a week and a half ago. And when I said I didn't have time, admittedly, it was because I wasn't sure if I frankly had the chops to be doing radio. But the election night coverage proved that I do. And this is an opportunity I frankly can't pass up. So that's going to be a show, again, January 2021. It's going to be a weekly show. You'll be able to hear it on the radio as well as online. Both the history show and the disability show, they're going to be half-hour weekly shows that are going to take the next 6-7 weeks to plan, because you, in my opinion, you don't just sit down in front of a microphone and start a new show without a plan. I had been there. I had done that. And that's why things are changing, I think. And it's not the first time I've made the mistake. I sure as hell hope it's the last. So what I say to you is stick with me as we go through this. We're going to have websites for both shows. We're going to do this and do this right, which I never really prioritized doing things right. I just wanted to create content in the hope that someone would hear my voice and give me a chance to do radio as a side gig, to be honest. But I realize it's more than just that. You have to really put a lot of time, effort, and planning into these shows to do them right. And this is what I'm going to do. Stay tuned to our social media, facebook.com/blaisinhistory, BLAISIN history, for historical news. I will be posting stuff, a little fact here and there from what happened in history. I will do that every day just to kind of keep the engagement up, because you do need to do that. And then as for the disability show, you'll be hearing more about that in due time. Like I said before, websites for both, everything. I also can't end this without thanking Joy, my sister Joy Bryant, for getting me the photos every single week for the shows, and to Katie Carroll, who helped out tremendously with social media. Again, I think having a team of 3, and with my commitments and everything, I wasn't always necessarily able to hold up the bargain with the team of 3. So doing things weekly is going to be a lot easier on everyone. And I think it's going to be better stuff. I'm not really going to talk about what I have planned yet, because it's a plan. It's nothing actionable, but you'll be hearing all about it here. The one thing that I'm going to do here before we leave, of course, last week I posted about Joe Biden becoming president-elect, and then the next day, the reality of 2020 hit us again in terms of another icon being taken from us, losing his battle with cancer. And that is, of course, Alex Trebek, who we all grew up with, I think, or most of us, especially people in my age group, grew up with Jeopardy. And people think, oh, Jeopardy, that's all Alex did. Well, he also had a relatively successful career. He started out with the Canadian Broadcasting Company in the early 60s and started hosting some game shows here in the U.S. in the 70s, one of which was a show called Double Dare. I have a clip here from 1976. What Double Dare was, it was 2 contestants in these individual booths that were sealed off. And this is a clip I just heard yesterday for the first time, and my lovely Aaron was saying to me when we were watching this yesterday, Double Dare was COVID before it was cool, because the players never got to see or hear each other. And I give Alex Trebek all the credit in the world for being able to, I think, from what I can tell, at least in the tone of his voice, keep a straight face with a straight tone about an appliance that we use every day. This is from the Christmas episode of Double Dare from 1976.
Before using it, members of the French resistance in World War II would announce, "I'm going to telephone Hitler"? Chuck thinks he knows the answer.
The toilet?
You're right. $450 for you, Chuck. You got it on the very first clue. That's good going. You stand a very good chance of being our new champion.
I hope so.
Okay. Dare situation for you. Take a look at clue number 2. 10 large apples and a flat sponge were used in its first public demonstration. That's the dare clue. You've got a big lead right now. You can afford to gamble if you're inclined to do so.
I'll take that dare.
All right, let's bring Roger back in. Chuck got the right answer. He now has $450. He has taken the dare, and if you don't come up with a right answer, he is the new champion. He will have a total of $550. But if you get the right answer, then you'll have $100. Here is the clue for you, Roger. 5 seconds. Roger?
Bomb of some kind.
A bomb of some kind. I'm not going to make any comment except to say that that's wrong, and Chuck is the new champion with $550. Come out here, Chuck. Roger, another $50 for you. You're going away with $6,400. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. Have a happy holiday season, won't you? Chuck, congratulations to you, too. New champion. Ordinarily, I don't do this, but I want to take a moment just to review some of the other clues because we didn't get a chance to see them. You were so bright on that, you got it on the very first clue. Circus fat lady Jolly Dolly Geyer had one especially made for her. It was designed to ease a 19th century London water shortage and originally named the valveless water waste preventer. And a biography of its inventor, Thomas Crapper, that's the man's name. These are facts, folks. I present you only with facts. A biography of the inventor was titled Flushed with Pride. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back to go for $5,000 right after this.
Alex Trebek on Double Dare from 1976. I heard that yesterday, and all I could think about was, because I was thinking before, what am I going to do as a tribute to Alex Trebek? Like, I bet you hardly anyone has ever even seen or heard this clip. And with my immature poop sense of humor, I couldn't resist playing that. I mean, to do a little research, which I did, the word crap actually has nothing to do with Thomas Crapper. So there is the historical tie-in to the show announcement. So to wrap this up here, put a bow on it, starting in January, we're going to do a weekly history podcast, which is going to be on the radio and online, of course. Well, that's what makes it a podcast, as well as a disability show, and the same thing there. All those first week in January, and stay tuned. You will be hearing from me as we roll these out. I can't thank you enough for sticking with me and just being here. Facebook.com/BlaisinHistory, BLAISIN History. Same with Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. I can't thank all the Trivia Tuesday guests enough. Joy and Katie for their help, and Aaron helping me out with the photo for this Saturday special. Stay safe, stay well. Happy, healthy holiday season here on the Blaise Bryant Show. See you in January.